is messy, and I don't care. And I didn't want to set up my ring light, and I don't care. It is going to just be a little bit more of a casual video environment. I think I'm going to turn that on, though, just to give a little bit of something from this angle. But you will notice that I've got some nail polish here that I'm just shaking up. She has not seen use for quite a while. I stopped painting my nails. It was, I think, back in no, I had them painted for my friend's wedding, so it was back in like the end of May, because they were destroying my nails. It was destroying my nails. And did I go get myself like a bottom coat? No, I didn't. I know I should have, but I forgot to, and I really wanted to paint them, so who gives a fuck? Hopefully you can't hear my neighbor's surround sound too terribly loud. I might turn that down just a little bit. But I thought, oh come on, there we go. I thought that we could just do a little, there we go, we could just do a little, I need to move this table, I need to move this little table that I have this on so it doesn't wiggle. There we go, okay. So I thought that we would just do like a little ramble while I do your and my nails. Let's see. So I'm just going to do this while I chat with all of you. I doubt that these are going to look particularly gorgeous, but I embrace imperfection. I think that is something, kind of a big lesson to learn. Especially that I learned when I was started painting my nails last year. There is le vert. Can I? There we go. That is the color. It's kind of hard to show you like this. There we go. This nail color is from Quo Beauty, which is the Shoppers Drug Mart brand. And this little, it's a plant-based, you can tell by the little leaf on the lid. And it has worked so well in the past. It's got a lot of longevity as well. There we go. And if you are a Canadian viewer, or if you are American, you happen to be traveling here or something, I would highly recommend products from Quo Beauty. Quo Beauty is not, I would say, like a fantastic option. I would probably still go for Eyes, Lips, Face, Elf, but I think that Quo Beauty is really good if you're just like, if you need a quick something. But the nail polish, truly, like, Sally Hansen is quaking. Plus, I think I like the colors that Quo Beauty has to offer a little bit better, because of course Shoppers Drug Mart also carries Sally Hansen. Although, keep in mind, have I been an expert in painting my nails? Absolutely not. So Sally Hansen might be actually secretly like the best choice ever, and I would be completely ignorant to that fact, which is not that it's like something that I can't have at work. It's not like Starbucks where we were not allowed to paint our nails because of course food safety. But every so often, I need to drive to areas that are maybe not necessarily so safe for people who identify and present as men to wear nail polish in. But luckily, I don't have to drive anywhere that fits that description anytime soon, at least before the holiday break. And even if I do, I am lucky that I get to, I come across as strong looking, which is kind of nice, I've never really gotten that, like, so, in terms of, like, gender expression, of course, I have interrogated all of these questions, for myself, quite extensively, but, when it came to sort of like, okay, fully sort of coming out to myself as gay, and now kind of going through this, as I've talked about on the channel a little bit before, not for a while though, kind of going through the, okay, I believe that I am asexual. Of course, I haven't had the chance to sort of test that theory, I guess, for lack of a better word, but we've got the first hand done, including the thumbs of the first hand. There we go. Like I said, identify as male. I was born male. And historically, my expression has kind of trended male, but I do like things that were traditionally considered feminine, which I do not anymore. Like, for example, when I go to work, probably about 60% of the time I go to work, I put on some form of makeup. 80% of the time I'm putting on blush for sure. And then sometimes if I've got redness going on, I'll put on my skin tint. The nail polish. When I used to work at Starbucks, the eyeshadow was way more sort of colorful and unique. And I really think that it's fun to kind of play a little bit with it. Even if you are feeling secure in the sort of body that you grew up in and the gender that you were socialized as, I say that it's always a good idea, always a good idea to give yourself the space to try things, because as soon as I did, I discover that I look fantastic with nail polish. I discover that I prefer how my face looks with like a light skin tint and a blush. So it's just interesting. It's just kind of interesting how that works, how we are so socialized to believe that certain things are for certain people and certain things aren't. I don't know if there are any sociologists in my comment section. I'm sure you have thoughts on this. I'm sure you could write a thesis on it. But as you and I just chat, I kind of want to do your nails as well. I kind of want to do your nails with the brush. We're gonna have matching nails. It's gonna be so cute. But sort of gender philosophy aside, I hope that everybody's been doing alright. I know that I haven't necessarily been like especially active on YouTube. It's just like this year hasn't stopped. And here's a fun thing. Today's Sunday. Tomorrow, Monday, I get to put in my applications tomorrow because I finally got my reference letter. assuming I get the job, but that is that we're saying that getting the job is a given. We're saying that getting the job is a given. I've also been writing a lot more. I do this often. I love writing an essay. I die to write an essay. And often I will write my essays about music that I like. And I've kind of gotten away from that in the last 6 months. In the last six months, you'd probably be more likely to call it a year, though, because really ever since I started this hobby, the writing fell a little bit by the wayside. Not totally, but like I said, 6 months, I haven't even touched a Word document, unless it was for my project work, which we all know how that's going. But I've also been I've been getting back into writing a little bit more, and I really am enjoying it. I really am enjoying it. I would say that if you are a goal setter, if you are the type that wants to try to kind of get yourself more in tune with where your mental space is at, I would start writing. Something candid, something normal, something that only you'll see. Because I think it's just a really good way, like I said, to check in with yourself and interrogate how you're feeling and examine where those feelings are coming from. Because, like I said, now that I have gotten back into it, it is a lot more fun to kind of sit down at the end of the day and take like a little 5-minute thing. Again, maybe it's an essay that I'm writing about a song. Usually I dissect my favorite songs. Sometimes it's an essay about a video game or a book or something that I really liked. Sometimes it's about something that I really dislike. It can really be anything, but I find that it's just my chance to sort of sit down and not do anything except for think. And being alone with one's thoughts is often a stressful prospect for some, but take 5 minutes. I promise you, it gets you thinking a lot more about possibly priorities. It gets you thinking a lot more about wants and needs, and I highly recommend, because it's just been a way to reacquaint myself with myself. I never know how to announce this kind of stuff, but it was my birthday on December 12th. And I turned 26, and it is funny, in the last year, and this is probably cliche and stupid, and if you're over the age of 25, you probably understand what I'm talking about. And it's probably like, yeah, what the fuck? Why is it so significant? It's kind of interesting how much I have sort of recognized and been more aware of the ways that I've matured lately, which I think is just a little bit of a trip. Because all of a sudden I'm thinking a lot more I guess the planning is coming in, and yes, the ADHD of course does get a little bit in the way of that, but I have suddenly realized that if this job that I'm applying for renders a full-time position within the next year, I could be thinking of moving out. I could be thinking of potentially a lot of things, and I'm lucky that I have the ability to think about that. But is not quite where I need it to be. And now that it is, it is mind-blowing to think about what my life is going to start looking like. And again, it's weird that I decided to get back into ASMR, start filming it again, because this is turning out to be like 25, because of course I started uploading videos again just before I turned 25, and 25 was such a consequential year of my life in terms of just like figuring out what I want to do career-wise. And I had come off, like, my 24th year was not tumultuous, but I spent 6 months of it unemployed because I could not bring myself to apply for a job. Yes, I understand that sounds pathetic, but the struggle is real. The struggle is real if you are somebody with ADHD, if you are somebody who struggles with expectations of yourself. I need you to know that those are valid until the day that I die. Like, it is, having experienced such paralysis in terms of that decision making was so, it was terrifying, because by November, like by the beginning of November last year, late October last year, 2023, I was horrified that I wouldn't have any finances left, and the fact that a year later I'm considering getting a position which, if, like I said, it turns into a full-time position, or if I'm hired on like the spot as a full-time in a full-time position, it's like, what the fuck? It's wild that those are the kinds of things that I'm starting to think about, and that my 26th year of life is going to likely maybe be a little bit more unpredictable. But the last, I would say, 5 years have been super unpredictable, because of course university years are intense and unpredictable in and of themselves, but there is that constant of, well, I'm going to be in classes, I'm going to be doing assignments and work, and sort of life revolves around school and paying for it, and all that kind of stuff, and then self-development as well. But I think maybe I have found the post-university life to be maybe somewhat more challenging, which, again, to anybody who knows what I'm talking about or who has been through this already, you're probably like, yeah, no shit. But I know so many of my friends who found university so horrifically stressful, and now they have moved on and they are in careers and they're doing fantastic, and it gives me a little bit of guilt and shame, but B, I feel a little bit younger in a way. And again, I don't give a shit what age I am. I'm trying to get better about that, because of course I do have a little bit of anxiety related to it, but it's inevitable, so I need to reframe it. But I have been kind of floating as a free agent. Like, I got my degree in 2021, and so far have not used it to its fullest extent, and so many of my friends are hitting, like, not necessarily the 5-year mark, because of COVID, like as it did for so many people, I think has been on the whole beneficial. I think that I am so much better of a person. I think that I am so much more developed of a person than I would have been. And I also learned one of the most important lessons over the course of the COVID-19 pandemic, and that is self-prioritization, making my sort of well-being more central to the reason why I do things, and advocating for myself a little bit more. And maybe it's a weird thing to say, but I'm happy that things went off the rails a little bit, because I don't know, I'm feeling so much better now. And I get to talk to all of you because of this. Again, I would not have gotten started with this if I had just gone into my chosen career path after I got my degree, and I would not have made a lot of the friends that I have if not for this. And even though I am god awful at actually reaching out to them and talking to them, there is no end. To the love and the appreciation that I have for them. And I don't know. And it's even down to little things. Like, I never would have gone to, I probably would have at some point, but I never likely would have gone to the gay club and discovered how much I love that if not for this little detour. I know my rambles almost always turn into, like, basically an advice podcast, but I hope they help. Hopefully talking about my struggles and processes and internal thoughts and whatever kind of makes you feel like there's somebody out there who's going through the same things as you while he paints your nails in a very choppy and haphazard fashion, by the way. But truthfully, in this, probably one of my most amateur ASMR videos for a long time, I just want you to know that your struggles are so absolutely valid, and there are those people out there who do want the best for you, but they are going to try to shove you towards things before you are ready, and you might not even know that you are in the before I am ready phase of your life. But I promise you,